The Charlie Munger way to supercharge your riches. Hey there, fellow aspiring wealth builders. Welcome back to our channel. Today we've got a truly captivating topic that's bound to take your financial aspirations to the next level, the remarkable Charlie Munger. Get ready to dive into the wealth of insights he offers on the art of amassing riches while having a blast along the way. So, grab your notepads and fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to embark on a journey of practicality. 1. The man behind the wisdom. All right, let's get started by revealing the mystery behind the brilliance, Charlie Munger himself. Imagine Einstein having a financial twin who spread humor and charm throughout Wall Street. That's Munger. He is more than Warren Buffett's business partner. He is the yin to Buffett's yang. What about those eyebrows? They're essentially the world's eighth wonder, overflowing with a lifetime's worth of financial tales. You know how people are like unexplored books? Munger is, after all, a library. His life is a symphony of hard knocks, never-ending learning, and seizing opportunities. Consider sharing a cup of coffee with your favorite grandmother, while listening to timeless stories that provide not only knowledge, but also life lessons. Charlie Munger's magic is a walking, talking handbook of business savvy wrapped in a warm, grandfatherly charm. So, as we explore his universe, keep in mind that Munger isn't just about money. He's about the journey, the stories, and the insights that come with it. Let us now return to Munger's fundamental concept of mental models. 2. The magic of mental models. All right, buckle up because we're going to open the treasure vault of Charlie Munger's mind, and believe me, it's a goldmine of brilliance. Consider having a toolbox full of mental models that serve as personal cheat codes for life's challenges. These mental models are like your own set of superpowers. They help you make sense of the world and handle challenges from many perspectives. Think about it like having a Swiss Army knife for your brain. When faced with a challenging, you can pull out the appropriate mental tool. Munger has a mental model for every circumstance imaginable in psychology, economics, and science. It's like getting a front row seat to the greatest display of brain acrobatics. Remember when you were a youngster and you had a box of brightly colored construction blocks? Mental models are the adult versions of those blocks. You can stack and rearrange them to create one-of-a-kind solutions that no one else will see. So, put on your thinking gear because Munger's mental models are about to offer up a treasure trove of possibilities. But here's the kicker. Mental models aren't just tools. They can also create something fascinating called the Lollapalooza effect. Let's explore. 3. The Lollapalooza effect. Prepare to be amazed because we're about to dive into a mind-boggling phenomenon that even the most intelligent minds find enthralling, the Lollapalooza effect. Consider attending a music festival where all of your favorite artists are performing on many stages at the same time. Instead of picking only one, you're bombarded with FOMO, the well-known dread of missing out. Imagine the same impact working its magic in the domain of decision-making, particularly in money. Munger's brilliance comes in recognizing that different psychological biases don't simply act in isolation. They collaborate like co-conspirators in a heist film. It's like biases are having a party. This interesting confluence of biases produces an enormously powerful force that can impact decisions in unexpected ways. Munger effectively transforms psychology into his not-so-secret weapon for making exceptionally intelligent investing decisions by interpreting this effect. So the next time you find yourself wondering about the strange behaviors people display when money is on the line, remember the Lollapalooza effect, a concept that allows you to glimpse behind the curtain of human behavior in the enthralling realm of wealth. And speaking of culinary delights, let's pivot to one of Munger's favorite strategies. Inversion. 4. The power of inversion. Are you ready to experience the mind-bending magic of inversion? Assume you're Sherlock Holmes, solving a mystery by ruling out everyone else rather than uncovering the culprit. That is the genius of Munger's inversion method. Instead of asking, "How do I make a fortune?" he asks, "What could lead me to financial disaster?" It's just like you've activated a mental safety mode. By focusing on what to avoid, you unintentionally set yourself up for success. It's like knowing where the potholes are on the road before you set off. Munger's inversion technique is like getting a backstage pass to the smart decision-making show. But let's be real, we're hardwired to want success rather than defeat. Inversion is like pointing a torch into the shadows rather than the spotlight on stage. Embracing this mental shift, on the other hand, can convert you into a financial Jedi, gracefully avoiding traps while dancing towards success. Consider it like gazing in the rearview mirror to navigate the road ahead. So the next time you're considering your financial options, ask yourself, how can I avoid going broke? It's similar to discovering a treasure map by researching the threats. Remember, sometimes the best way to find riches is to first avoid the traps, and that is the secret power of inversion. Speaking of avoiding pitfalls, let's explore Munger's insights into avoiding stupidity, a lesson we could all benefit from. Segment 5. Avoiding the stupidity trap. Imagine you're strolling through a gorgeous park when you notice a banana peel on the ground. What are you going to do? You get around it, right? Charlie Munger's strategy to avoiding stupidity is similar, but with bigger banana peels in life. Consider Munger to be your seasoned guide through the financial decision-making jungle. He's seen his fair share of slip-ups, and he's made it his job to show us all how to avoid them gracefully. It's like having a friend who has already run into every tree and can now guide you around it. He's not just learning from his own mistakes, he's also an expert at seeing and learning from the mistakes of others. It's similar to seeing a mistake comedy, but instead of popcorn, you get a lesson in what not to do. So, while Munger may not wear a cape, he is unquestionably a superhero when it comes to making fewer mistakes on the road to financial success. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being a little bit wiser with each decision you make. So whether you're making a financial decision or managing life's challenges, take a lesson from Munger and keep your eyes peeled for banana peels. Metaphorically, of course. With the wisdom of avoiding mistakes, let's talk about circle of competence, a concept that's as vital as a life jacket in the sea of investments. Segment 6. Embracing the circle of competence. Consider yourself at a buffet with an endless number of options. When you see the chocolate fountain sushi bar and pizza corner, your eyes light up. But wait, there's another dish you've never seen before. Do you pile it on your plate? Most likely not. See, Charlie Munger tells us to stick to what we know, just as you would stick to your favorite buffet foods. Consider your brain to be a treasure map, with your circle of competence being the area where you're the wise pirate. Munger believes that being an expert in a specific topic is preferable to being a jack of all trades. So, if you're a financial expert, maybe avoid quantum physics for the time being. What's the best part? You may always broaden your horizons by learning and doing. Imagine it like painting. You begin with a little canvas and eventually make a masterpiece. Remember, Munger isn't saying you can't explore new territory, just be cautious. After all, you wouldn't sign up for a marathon if you've never run before, would you? Embrace your circle, let it grow organically, and you'll soon be navigating the sea of opportunity like a seasoned captain. So, stick to your buffet favorites, create your treasure map, and let your competence shine all on board the Circle of Competence Express. With our competency circles sorted, let's peek inside Munger's legendary mental toolkit. Segment 7. The tools in Munger's mental toolkit. Let us now open the treasure vault that is Charlie Munger's mental toolkit. Imagine a superhero utility belt filled with mental shortcuts and smart methods instead of devices. One such tool is what Munger refers to as two-track analysis. It's like having a nice discussion with yourself, with one side arguing for the advantages and the other for the disadvantages. It's as if your brain is playing chess with itself, calculating the possible outcomes of your choices. But hold on, there's more. Have you ever heard of the phrase influence of bias from mere association? There's a lot to say, but the idea is interesting. Consider your brain connecting items that aren't really connected just because they're close together. Munger's advice is priceless here. He's basically saying, hey brain, slow down and question your assumptions. It functions as a reality check for your thoughts. Imagine this toolset to be your personal guide through life's complicated paths. It's the mentor who says, think about it this way. Munger uses these techniques to not just navigate the complex financial world, but also to help us conquer our own mental landscape. Munger's mental toolkit is a must-have for anyone wishing to build their own store of wisdom, much like a good craftsman with a reliable set of tools. But the toolkit isn't complete without the essential ingredient of continuous learning. Let's dive into Munger's love for knowledge. Segment 8. The love of lifelong learning. All right, gentlemen, let's speak about something that's at the heart of Charlie Munger's success story. his unrelenting hunger for knowledge. Consider Munger to be the candy store kid, only that the candy is information and the store is the universe of literature. He's like a kid with an ever-expanding sweet tooth for understanding. Consider this. Munger does not limit himself to the surface. He dives deeply into a variety of topics. It's as if he has an invisible magnet that attracts new ideas, concepts, and insights. What's more, the best part, this intellectual gathering does not require a PhD. Grab a book, any book, on a subject that piques your interest and dig in. Munger approaches learning as a treasure hunt, with each page flipped providing a clue to uncovering new views. So if you've been putting off that reading list or putting off your curiosity, remember that Munger's success began with a simple resolve to continue learning. Every page you read, whether it's an old classic or a new bestseller, is an investment in yourself. So let us follow in Munger's footsteps and go on our own lifelong learning trip. After all, the most thrilling voyage is one that leads to learning. As we accumulate knowledge, let's explore the art of patience in the context of wealth building. Segment 9. The virtue of patience. All right, folks, let's talk about a rarer trait than a unicorn riding a rainbow: patience. I know what you're thinking. Patience? Seriously? But believe me when I say that patience is like the secret ingredient in your grandmother's renowned recipe when it comes to establishing your money empire. It's not spectacular, but it sure makes things taste better. Imagine planting a little seed and expecting to wake up the next morning to an oak tree. That's not how it works, is it? So, guess what? The same can be said about your investments. Munger is all about cultivating your financial seeds and allowing them to grow into towering money trees. Patience is more than just waiting. It is also knowing when to act and when to relax. It's like waiting for the cake to bake. Opening the oven door too soon spoils the whole thing. Munger's concept is straightforward. Let time do its work. Your investments require time to weather the storms, appreciate in value, and ultimately give you a platter of delectable profits. So the next time you're tempted to jump on the latest get-rich-quick scam, remember Munger's wise words: calm and steady wins the race, especially when that race is the road to financial freedom. Patience is the Jedi force that distinguishes the successful from the hurried. May your investments be patient, your judgments be well-timed, and your wealth be a tribute to the value of prudent waiting. There you have it, our fellow success seekers, a detailed examination of Charlie Munger's treasure vault of wisdom. Munger's approach to wealth, from mental models to patience, is about becoming a smarter, wiser, and more thoughtful self. So while you negotiate the fascinating environment of money, remember to pursue understanding and progress as well as riches. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. Keep curious, hungry for knowledge. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this. Until next time.